Hey, what's up everyone, Same Time Gaming here. Welcome back for another Division 2 build video. Well, guys, today I have a very fun and enjoyable build, to be honest. It's a very underrated skill build. Yes, it's a skill build because, I'm a skill build player mostly. I love running skill builds. And the build I have today for you guys, it's really fun to use. And the reason why I'm saying underrated, because I haven't seen anybody use this particular skill for literally a long time. And I've literally I've played in many servers and I've never seen a player use this particular skill. And by the particular skill, you're probably seeing it right now in the clip. It's the oxidizer. Yes, it's the oxidizer skill, and I've never seen anybody use that. It's been a while since I've seen somebody use this. That was before World of the New York expansion. And after the World of the New York expansion, I've never seen anybody run an oxidizer. Everyone's running a skill build with like sniper turret, motor turret, drone, striker drone, and all that, all kinds of skills. But I've never seen anybody run a skill build with an oxidizer. So I'm using this, and I'm not only using this, I'm actually doing really good damage. And I played legendary missions, not one but two, and I completed them with a very good amount of time, like 33 minutes, and one was 45 because we died a lot and things happen, things happen. So I got the most kills, which was very surprising. In a legendary mission, I've got the most kills and most damage. And I was like, what? How? So I've also tried on heroic. I mean, come on, let's be honest, guys. I played literally the most, like the hardest, one of the hardest content in the game, which is legendary mission. And I not only did good, but also came up with the most kill. Now, a build that is capable of doing it should be really good, right? Yes, it is really good. Like I said, it's really underrated because not many people, actually take this build seriously, or the skill rather take the skill seriously. So I'm gonna break this down, the build, the way I use it, and how you should actually run it, and which is like the perfect spot for you to run this build. So this will be a little longer than usual build videos of mine. Like I make build videos like 10-12 minutes, but this might be a little longer because I'm trying to explain. So bear with me here, guys. So here's the build over here. You can see 3-piece hardwire. Now I'm going to tell you what happens when you run 4-piece hardwire. I'm going to show you all the damage and all that. And also I'm going to show you what happens when you run different talents on the chest piece. So right now I'm going for spotter. I have technician specialization because I'm getting that laser pointer for spotter. I'm getting the artificial hive, which I really need. And also I'm getting extra 10% skill damage. I'm getting extra damage towards those, warhounds, the dogs and all that with the technician specialization. So that's why I'm going for that. Now the weapon I'm using is Harmony, because Harmony does the most damage. 40% skill damage can go wrong with it. And secondary, I'm using the Sweet Dreams because since I'm playing legendary mission, you want to smack those purple and red NPCs like a healer or something. You can just sneak up and just smack them if they're annoying you. But you can use different, weapons if you want to, like, Perfect Spike, which is a surge. You can use that rifle, or you can use Mechanical Animal. I mean, it's all your choice, but I'm going with the Sweet Dreams. Now, for all my pieces, I have skill haste and skill damage attributes, but for the hardwire pieces, I have skill damage because you can't get skill haste and skill damage all together because you can only roll one attribute, right? So skill damage on every hardwire piece, as you can see, and also in the knee pads. Now, the high ends I'm going for is 1-piece Wyvern wear. Why am I saying Hyven wear? What is Hyven wear? So yeah, Wyvern wear, and I get that 10% skill damage. Got 7.5% skill damage. It's fine, I guess. And I rolled skill haste here, and I'm going for the spotter. Now I will show you what happens when you use glass cannon. And also I'm going to show you what happens when you don't use any damage talents on your chest piece and go for like defense or something. So that was the chest piece. Now for the Hanayu backpack, I'm going for the force multiplier because this does the most skill damage. 30% skill damage with perfect combined arms talent. Yes, you have to shoot the NPCs for every 3 seconds, which is kind of all right. I mean, we just don't want to sit around and do nothing, right? We're going to shoot the NPCs, so yeah, it's fine. But if you want, you can use tech support. You can also go with, not perfect Shockano, it's a China Light. You can go with Shockano talent if you can change the talent on your piece, whatever you have. But yeah, I'm going for the named version of the Hanayu for the perfect combined arms. And for the gloves, again, Hanayu with the 10% skill damage and skill haste. and Hanayu gives me that skill haste and skill damage as well. So yeah. Now, this is pretty much the build. And you can see I'm using the Oxidizer Chem Launcher. And armor cooldown is 12 seconds, which is pretty impressive. And got that cloud duration of 13.2 seconds. Now, if you see the damage, it's not that impressive. The cooldown is impressive. The duration is impressive, but the damage is not. Now, I'm going to tell you, you're going to do way more damage than a Firestarter build. Yes, it's not an Eclipse Protocol build. Yes, this will not spread the damage when you kill something. But still, this is really good. And the way you should use this is, it's different. It's different. The way you actually use this skill, it's a different way rather than just spamming your Firestarter. And also the damage of a Chem Launcher, I mean, the Oxidizer Chem Launcher do stack. Yes, if you put an NPC on fire, they burn for a duration. They have that burn kind of icon on their head. They're burning. And then when it happens and when it goes away, you can burn them again, right? But you can't burn an already burning person. I mean, if that makes any sense. Yeah, pretty sure. So you can't do that. So you have to wait for the burn period to be over and then put them again on fire, right? That's basically what Firestarter does, or any other skill, any status effect like blind or EMP or shock. You can't do that. But with this, you can actually stack. Yes, if someone's on poison, you can again put the oxidizer on them, and this will stack the damage. So if you have whatever the damage over here, you can see 185,000, which is way more than this. I'm gonna show you that. So 185,000. If you deploy 2 chems, then it will be 185 and 185. 3, then it will be another 185, like that. It stacks up, okay? So let me show you what damage this build does with this particular build. Like right now, I have Spotter, so I'm gonna pulse this guy, so he's pulsed. I'm gonna drop this and then get Perfect Combined Arms and Harmony active, and you can see I'm taking for 516k. 516k per poison take with Harmony, Perfect Combined Arms, and Spotter. And the damage you saw in the cloud, it was 185,000. So that's what technically, fooling people thinking that it's not going to do much damage. But when you actually use it in this way, you are doing a lot of damage. So that was the Spotter, guys. Now let's say what happens when we use Glass Cannon. So this is Glass Cannon. I'm going to shoot, then again, and you can see 560k. So that's Glass Cannon, Perfect Combined Arms, Harmony, and that's ticking for 560k. But the reason why I'm using Spotter is you saw the difference between Glass Cannon and Spotter in my build, and particularly my build and my stats and attributes, whatever I have. It's 560, and for the Spotter, it was 516. I guess. So that's not much of a difference. Plus, if you use Glass Cannon, you're more vulnerable. So that's why Spotter is a better choice, because you're more safe, right? And the difference of damage is not that much. Now let's see what happens when you use no damage talent on your chest piece. Like, I'm going to use this one. Yes, it got empathic resolve, but it's not going to work because I don't have any allies and I don't have a repair thing to do. So it's not going to proc. So basically, it's a dead talent right now. So that means I don't have any chess piece talent. So you could go for like Unbreakable or something. If you're planning to use it on PvP, you can use it on PvP. So let's see what happens. Shoot, fire, chem, and shoot again. So 453 per take when there is no chess piece talent. That's 453 damage per take you saw. So that's when you have no like damage talents on your chess piece. That's the numbers you're gonna hit. I mean, I'm hitting. You could be different, more or less, depends on what attributes you have, right? So that's basically that. So that's why I'm going for Spotter, because that does great damage, and also I'm safe. And if I use Glass Cannon, it will do more damage, but then you're gonna take 50% more damage, right? So Spotter is a safer choice. Now, what happens when I use Hanayu? Nothing's going to happen. You're just going to lose 10% skill damage. That's what's going to happen, because Hanayu gives me that 10% skill damage, like 2 piece. So if I swap to Hardwire, I'm going to lose that 10% skill damage from Hanayu, and I'm going to do less damage. But you have that feedback loop, yeah. But you will get the feedback loop every 20 seconds. So every 20 seconds, you get an extra ammo, and that's pretty much it. Because I'm not using the backpack that I'm going to get my chem launcher every 10 seconds, which I don't really need. I showed you guys I have 12-second cooldown. I mean, 10 second, 12 second, 2 seconds difference, no big deal. So that's why I'm using 3-piece hardwire and 2-piece Hanayu and 1-piece Wyvernware, and getting that 516k with the spotter, the per tick as a poison. And that's how I'm using this build. Now, let me show you one thing. When I said you can stack your damage, so let me just kill this guy because he's like, actually the best way I'm going to show you here, because there's more target here, right? So let me pulse him. So I'm going to do like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and let's say 5. Okay, now watch what happens when they come up again, the targets. Look at that. You see that melt? Look at that. Look at that. 3 seconds, yeah? So that's what's gonna happen when you like do so many chem launcher ammo, like when you like spam it, and that's what's gonna happen. When you spam too many ammos, it stacks the damage every time. So you're doing like 500, 500, 500, like that every time. You don't even have to like shoot your harmony because you're doing so much damage at that point. Now, when the NPCs come out from a doorway or something on a mission, I just spam this on the door, and they just got melted. Like inside the door, they don't even come out of the door. Like they get instant melted. Okay, so that's how I basically run this. And yeah, if you feel that you want to use 4-piece hardware, you could use it if you want to, like, get that feedback loop and get an extra ammo. But otherwise, run 3-piece hardwire and 2-piece Hanayu and Wyvernware and use this. And I had really fun using this build, and like I said, I'm really surprised that I did so much damage and like came out with the most kills on a legendary mission. And yeah, I wasn't really planning to play legendary mission, but I was just like, yellow, let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. I did die a lot of times because I was running glass cannon at those missions, but then I swapped to spotter to be in a safe spot. So that's way I would recommend you guys to use it. And yeah, let me know if you guys have ever seen somebody run a oxidizer, because I've never seen somebody run an oxidizer after Warlords of New York expansion, to be honest. So this is a way I'm using this build, and it's pretty fun. It's different, it's weird, it's different. Everyone's running turrets and drones as a skill build, so I kind of wanted to make something different, and that's why I have it. And I have another skill build coming up tomorrow. It's a status effect build in a different way. So yeah, be sure to get that notification on if you're already subscribed. And if you're not, you can subscribe to the channel, and there's going to be a lot of videos coming up. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.